NFL Live, Mike Williams retires. Chargers shift focus. Big news out of Los Angeles, as veteran wide receiver Mike Williams has decided to hang up his cleats. After rejoining the Chargers on a one-year deal back in March, the expectation from GM Joe Ortiz was that Williams would be ready to contribute early in training camp. That all changed suddenly on Thursday when Williams informed the team he would be retiring, a decision that reportedly caught the organization off guard. But despite the unexpected development, the Chargers aren't in panic mode. Our reporter Chris Rim, who's been tracking the team throughout camp, says the Bolts were already preparing for the possibility that Williams wouldn't be the same vertical threat he once was. That forward thinking is already showing dividends. Second-year wideout Quinton Johnston had arguably his best day of camp, showcasing his big play ability with a 58-yard catch while draped in coverage, plus a 25-yard touchdown, all made with clean fingertip grabs. Alongside him, rookie Trey Harris has also been making noise. Harris, out of Ole Miss, looked sharp with several downfield grabs and quick separation. Though Williams' retirement left quarterback Justin Herbert emotional, he called the news heartbreaking. The team appears to be ready to move forward with confidence in the next wave of playmakers. Still, with a wide receiver room full of potential but short on proven production, the front office isn't ruling out external additions. Chris Rim mentioned that GM Joe Ortiz and assistant GM Chad Alexander are always scanning the market. Veteran receiver Willie Snead worked out with the team earlier this offseason, and names like Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper are loosely on the radar. That said, the Chargers do like what they currently have. Johnston, Harris, Ladd McConkey, Jalen Reagor, and Darius Davis are all in the mix. But after finishing 27th in yards after catch last season, it's likely they'll welcome competition and potential upgrades if the opportunity arises. Mina Kimes weighed in on the state of the Chargers' receiving core, calling it murky beyond McConkey, who was a standout last season. However, she expressed excitement about Trey Harris's potential, especially in the red zone, where Herbert's production dropped off dramatically. While Herbert ranked 5th in QBR outside the red zone, he plummeted to 27th inside it. Mina believes Harris can be a major difference maker there, comparing his physicality at the catch point to that of a basketball power forward boxing out defenders. That type of physicality is exactly what LA has lacked when space gets tight. Field Yates echoed that sentiment, noting that Harris isn't a burner, but he's fast enough. At 4.52 speed, he won't outrun defenders, but his ball skills and contested catch ability make him a reliable target. Field emphasized that the Chargers desperately needed more dynamic playmaking in the passing game last year, especially when it came to reliable options outside McConkey. Harris may not turn an 8-yard slant into a 50-yard touchdown, but he can certainly be the guy Herbert trusts when a play simply needs to be made. Andrew Hawkins expanded on the theme of wide receiver importance around the league with a segment called This Works If, starting in Buffalo. The Bills' success this season hinges on second-round pick Keon Coleman, who went viral for calling himself trash on tape but steadily improved. Hawkins says this will work out if Coleman follows through on his own self-critique, sharpening his routes, focusing on separation, and contributing in all phases, including blocking. In New England, the Patriots are banking on 31-year-old Stephon Diggs to still be that true WR1 after an ACL injury. Hawkins explained that for rookie quarterback Drake May, Diggs needs to be the security blanket the player May can trust in high-pressure moments. That's exactly what Diggs was for Josh Allen in Buffalo, and if he can recapture that form, he'll ease May's transition significantly. Down in Jacksonville, the Jaguars are attempting something bold, playing Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball. Hawkins likes the move, but only if it's handled with care. Offense should be his primary focus, while his defensive reps should be limited to specific situations like nickel packages or third downs. Otherwise, there's a real risk that he becomes a jack of all trades and master of none, which simply won't cut it in the NFL. The show also spotlighted a rising youth star, 14-year-old Bryson Wright, who stole the show at the NFL Flag Championships. Hawkins, who saw the play live, was blown away, not just by the highlight reel catch, but by the fact that Wright is already 6'4". The size, talent, and athleticism at that age? Just ridiculous. Hawkins joked he didn't have access to whatever water that kid is drinking. Back to the pros. The on-trend segment focused on rookies expected to flip long-standing narratives for struggling franchises. In Atlanta, the Falcons addressed their atrocious pass rush by drafting Jalen Walker and James Pierce in round 1. These two need to produce right away. The Falcons haven't had a player hit 7 sacks since 2017, and their first-round pick next year now belongs to the Rams. If the defense doesn't show life, that trade could backfire in a big way. In Carolina, wide receiver Ted McMillan is being counted on to spark a passing game that's ranked near dead last over the past 5 seasons. The Panthers have the worst record in the league since 2020, and McMillan, another contested catch specialist, could be the perfect partner for Bryce Young, sharing the load in terms of playmaking and providing a steady, reliable target. Denver is also hoping a rookie can energize their offense. R.J. Harvey joins a Broncos backfield that, despite having the #1 run-blocking line in ESPN's metrics, ranked near the bottom in yards after contact. Harvey, the most explosive back in college football last year in terms of 10-plus yard runs, could change that. His ability to make defenders miss and hit big lanes may give Sean Payton the weapon he's been missing.